Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to all the students of grade 8. Welcome to 8th grade English lesson. I'm your teacher Miss Zaini from CB Public High School. So students, in English we will do the unit number 3 on the ocean. So we have done this unit, but today we will do the paraphrasing of the poem on the ocean. So I'm going to read the first stanza. All in a hot and copper sky, the bloody sun at noon, right up above the mast, did stand, no bigger than the moon. So this is the stanza, and you have to write the paraphrasing. So for the paraphrasing, we have to write first रेफरेंस टू द कॉन्टेक्स्ट. सबसे पहले हमें जो हेडिंग देनी है वो है रेफरेंस टू द कॉन्टेक्स्ट. ओके, एंड रेफरेंस टू द कॉन्टेक्स्ट यू विल राइट these lines of On the Ocean poem have been taken from S.T. Coleridge long poem Rime of Ancient Mariner. So simply you have to write these lines whenever you will write reference to the context, okay, of this poem special. So then you will write paraphrasing. That means you have to write these all stanzas line in simple English. Okay, got it? So you have to write it in this way. In these lines, poet talks about the sufferings of a sailor. Okay, it was very hot during the voyage. At noon, the sky looked like a hot copper plate. The sun was red, like the color of blood. The sun was standing just above the mast, and the size was almost that of moon. So now I will explain these lines. In these lines, poet talks about the sufferings of a sailor. वो सेलर जो सफ़र में था, उसकी सफरिंग्स, उसकी परेशानी के बारे में पोइट बयान कर रहा है. इट वॉज़ वेरी हॉट, तो वो बता रहा है कि वो बहुत ज़्यादा गर्मी का दिन था. ड्यूरिंग द वोवेज, समुद्री सफ़र के उनका समुद्री सफ़र जो था वो तय पा रहा था. इट वॉज़ द सी जर्नी. सो वोवेज इज़ अ सी जर्नी. ओके, and that day was very hot day. At noon, the sky looked like a hot copper plate. So at noon time, the sky was so much hot that it was looking like a copper plate. So the color of the sky was looking like a copper plate. So he is comparing here the sun with the copper plate. Okay, so the copper sky, it is metaphor that he has used here for the sky. Okay, the sun was the sun was red like the color of blood, and the sun was so hot that it looked like the red color of blood. इतना गर्म था सन जैसा कि खून होता है. So it was bloody sun. Okay, he has called the sun bloody sun. He is attributing human qualities. Okay, he is here talking about the sun. He is comparing the sun with the blood, कि वो खून की तरह सुर्ख था. Okay, the sun was standing just above the mast, and the mast is the stand of the ship, and he was saying that the sun was just above that mast, और वो उस स्टैंड के बिल्कुल ऊपर था. मतलब कि उसको बहुत क्लोज फील हो रहा था. He was feeling that the sun is very close just above the mast and no bigger than the moon. So the size of the sun was not that much bigger than the moon, and the size was almost that of a moon. So this is your first stanza. Hopefully आपको समझ आ गया होगा. So this is how you have to write the paraphrasing with the reference to the context. Got it? Okay, now day after day, day after day. This one is the second stanza. Day after day, day after day, we stuck, nor breathe, nor motion, as idle as a painted ship upon a painted ocean. So here you will write again these lines, reference to the context. You will write again these lines. These lines of On the Ocean poem have been taken from S.T. Coleridge long poem Rhyme of Ancient Mariner. Then you will write paraphrase. In these lines, the poet says that days were passing, but they were stuck. So poet यहाँ पे ये बता रहा है कि दिन गुजर रहे थे, but they were stuck. लेकिन वो एक जगह पे मंजमन थे. They were stuck. They were stagnant. They were stuck in a one place. वो एक जगह पे रुक गए थे. Everything was motionless. और हर चीज़ ऐसी थी जैसे मूवमेंट नहीं करी. Everything was without movement. So there was no movement around their ship. So everything was motionless, just like the picture of a painted ship. So everything was as motionless as like a painting. So when you see a painting, does it move? जी painting move नहीं करती. So in the same way, their ship was also not moving, and it was motionless, just like the picture of a painted ship in an ocean. So just like we saw painted picture of an ocean, so in the same way, at that time they were also stagnant, they were also motionless, right? Here we have the third stanza. Water, water everywhere, and all the boards did shrink. Water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. So again you will write again these lines, reference to the context. These lines of On the Ocean poem have been taken from S.T. Coleridge long poem Rhyme of Ancient Mariner. So this reference is very important. You're not allowed to skip this reference. Whenever these lines will come for the paraphrasing, you don't have to write paraphrasing directly. Firstly you will write reference to the context, then you will write paraphrasing. You see that in all these stanzas the reference is same, so it's not difficult to learn that. So you have to learn it just one time, and then you can write it again. Okay, and then you will write paraphrasing. So in these lines the poet says that there was water all around. So where the poet was, जहाँ पे poet था वो एक ओशन में था. ही वॉज इन अ सी, तो वो एक समुंदर में था. एंड इन अ सी यू सी दैट देर इज़ वाटर एट एवरीवेयर, ऑल अराउंड. वेयर यू सी देर इज़ वाटर. तो जहाँ जहाँ आप देखते हैं, वेर एवर यू लुक अराउंड देयर यू सी वाटर. तो यहाँ पे पोइट भी यही कह रहा है कि उनके इर्द गिर्द हर जगह पे पानी मौजूद था. ऑल द बोट्स हैड श्रंक, लेकिन सारी जो बोट्स थी वो श्रंक हो गई थी, टूट फूट गई थी. ड्यू टू हीट, और वो हीट की वजह से फूल चुकी थी, उनकी हालत ख़राब हो चुकी थी. ऑल दो देयर वॉज वाटर एवरीवेयर, वाटर उनके इर्द गिर्द हर जगह मौजूद था. बट दैट वॉज टू मच सॉल्टी. सो हैव यू एवर हर्ड दैट द सी वाटर इज़ वेरी सॉल्टी वाटर. तो जो सी का पानी होता है वो बहुत सॉल्टी होता है, इसको हम पी नहीं सकते. वी कैन नॉट ड्रिंक दैट वाटर. सो फॉर दैट रीज़न ही इज़ सेइंग दैट दिस वाटर, देयर वॉज वाटर एवरीवेयर, बट दे वर नॉट एबल टू ड्रिंक दैट वाटर. So there was not a drop of clean water to drink. So this is one of the famous line, water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. So that means they have water everywhere, but water for drinking, clean water, was not available to them. So that's why many people died on that voyage. सो इस समुंदर के वोवेज में रास्ते में जो सफ़र कर रहे थे ये सेलर्स, बहुत से लोगों की डेथ्स हो गई. ओनली दिस सेलर वॉज लेफ्ट अलाइव. So hopefully you must have understood this paraphrasing. Now your diary is you have to learn this paraphrasing. Okay. So students, now it's time to say goodbye. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.